What's up, everybody? One Fun Guy podcast in the studio, guys. I'm just hanging out tonight. It's been a while since I've been live. I took some time off to focus on my podcast. So I just want to thank you guys all for being a part of the One Fun Guy podcast family. I promise 2026 is going to be an epic year. I just wanted to come on live tonight just to say happy birthday to myself because technically this is now my second year. I'm growing. So I'm happy. So today's my anniversary of my podcast. And so I thought I'd come on just to say hi and thank you guys all for being a part of this. I want to let you know that on Thursday, I will be live with Concrete Spew. We are going to talk about rock and metal and networking and bands and music and travel and all kinds of stuff. Concrete's a good dude. I'm happy I met him. And then on Sunday, I'll be live with Sexy Lady, who is local to me, and she goes around and does food reviews and different reviews of stores and stuff in the area. So again, guys, this is just a low-key night. I just wanted to come on and say hi. I'm not really doing a whole lot. I'll invite her. I don't know if it's if Alyssa's on. But so anyways, those will be my two podcasts for January. Like I said, guys, before, the hardest thing for me in my podcast right now, and it's no secret, I've said it before, is logistics, guys, right? Getting people in the right place at the right time, on the right date is very difficult, right? Everybody's busy. We all have lives. We all have things going on. It is very hard to get somebody right at the time that you want them to get on. It's been my biggest adversary. I'm working on it. Like I said, guys, I don't podcast full time. I do have a job, right? A career. So I do this when I can, but it's just an outlet for me. As if somebody were to go live and sing music, if somebody was going to sit behind an instrument and play it, if somebody was going to put some pen to paper, this is what I do, guys. This is my creative outlet, was my podcast. I set it up for that reason, to meet cool and interesting people and hear about their stories. I'm just happy enough that it's been successful, that I can keep going, that I have a good following. My YouTube channel is growing, guys. I'm over 600 now. My goal, obviously, is to hit 1,000. It's no secret. I'm trying to do that, guys, so I can monetize it. So if you're my friend on TikTok or on Facebook or on Instagram, please, please, please try to subscribe. I did do some things around the holidays to bump up my podcast. One is I got a new tablet, guys, so I will be using this as my new platform. I'm setting it up right now. I am still on my old tablet as I am recording this, but this will be my new one. This will be kind of like my go-to podcasting thing when I go out with somebody, when I meet with somebody, when I set up podcasts. This is what I'm going to use. I have, all the equipment I need right in one area, so I don't have to carry a separate device with me. So that's super exciting. I did my 25 days of Christmas, the advent calendar. So I put up all my guys up top, guys. I tried to make them, like, for whatever reason, like sequential, like in the middle, but some of them kept falling out. So this is the way that I could do it without moving some over. So I tried to make it even as best I could. But if you're OCD and you're looking at my background, you're going to see it, and it's going to be kind of like, oh, you should put them more in the middle. Trust me, I tried. I got them to stay up there like that. I didn't put any nails in the wall. I didn't put any glue. Sexy Lady is on. She is actually going to be my guest on Sunday. So I just wanted to go live just to put that out there. So Thursday is Concrete Spew. Saturday is Sexy Lady. I don't know why I said Sunday. It's Saturday at 11 a.m. Me and her are going to meet. We're going to meet at a local coffee shop, and we're going to do the podcast live. So I'll be virtual. I won't be in my studio, which is this behind me. So I'm super excited to have her on. Like I said, guys, she's local to me. She does a bunch of reviews, food and different shops and stuff like that. So she's awesome. We're going to talk about the power of networking, meeting people, putting yourself out in the community, basically putting yourself out there in front of the world, right? You start a podcast or you go live on social media. Now you've basically, kind of morphed into this public figure, where I was always a private figure, right? So for the majority of my, social media life, I was hidden. I just had my friends. I decided to do a podcast. Well, I had to put myself out into the universe, right? So when I did that, I was taking a huge risk, right? But the One Fun Guy podcast became popular. I'm able to do it. I'm really happy that I'm set myself up the way I did. Like I said, I just turned 2. I'm not stopping. I have guests lined up through April now. 2 actually in May. So I will find guests for the rest of the year. It is going to be awesome. I'm really happy that that's working the way that it is. So if anybody wants to be a guest on my podcast, or you're watching this, or you come across the FYP or whatever, guys, please send me a message. Let's get this going. I will have you on as a guest. We could talk about whatever it is that you're interested in, or whatever it is you're focused on, whatever you're doing. Alyssa was just on. She's a realtor. She's local. I want to have her on. I want my platform to be more of a inspirational type of platform, where I put the things that people are doing into the universe, that they're what makes them put a smile on my face, because this puts a smile on my face. So I just want it to be a positive experience for people that get to come on and share their story, share their life with me, like Beth did. I miss Beth. I'm going to have her back on, I promise. She goes by Brain Damage Beth here. She's been a guest reoccurring now on my podcast for many a months. She had gone through extensive brain cancer and surgeries and stuff like that. But her inspiration for life is what made me really want to focus on her energy into the world, right? Taking a terrible tragedy and turning it into a positive, talking about it, walking us through her experiences, helping other people that might be going through something terminal, or that might have, a surgery coming up. Her inspiration is enormous. So it always just makes me feel good to be on. John, what's up, buddy? Long time. I went to grammar school with John. So, but it's just a way to reconnect, guys. Like I said, I became a very public figure. I'm putting myself out there. I'm trying to make this, my second career, right? When I retire in a few years, I want to make this, my goal is to carry this on and talk about the things that I want to talk about that I can't really do now. Not good or bad or indifferent. There's nothing that way. I just kind of want to be myself, but I want to also talk about things that are touchy subjects that I can't really now. If you know, you know. But like I said, it's just a fun, positive experience for me to do this. I loved every bit of this, and I'm growing and I'm learning, and trust me, I've made more mistakes doing this than anybody has, but I've learned from them. I try not to replicate them. I try to figure it out and go from there. So with me being in the podcast field, like I said before, guys, if you are interested in being a guest on my podcast, or you have a band, or you have an interest or a hobby, or anything that you're interested in doing, and you want to make it a reality to be on a podcast, please hit me up. Send me a message. onefunguypodcast@gmail.com is my email. You can message me here on Instagram. I'm One Fun Guy Podcast across all the platforms, guys. So send me a message, get in touch with me, and we'll make it happen. I got a bunch of guests that are lined up. So that's really kind of, my thing. I know I've gotten a lot of luck going live at concerts. It's been kind of my niche, right? But I'm more to that than just a concert guy, right? I love going to concerts, and I love seeing different music, which I like sharing with you guys. But my podcast is my platform, right, guys? My voice is me. Going live at a concert is awesome. I love doing it. But it's not my thing. My thing is this. So I just take you guys on the journeys when I go. I buy the tickets to the concerts myself, guys. So when I go live, it's my hard-earned money that I spent on me. It's just something I enjoy doing. So with that being said, I just want to thank you all for the continued love and support. That Sexy Lady is going to be on Saturday at 11. Concrete Spew is going to be Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So those will be my 2 guests for January. Like I said, guys, logistically, it's hard lining these up, right? I wanted to have a couple people on at the beginning of the month, and then have somebody on in the middle of the month, and then do my 2 for the month, right, on bi-weekly podcast. I know a lot of people do weekly ones. I know a lot of people do monthly ones. I try to find the sweet spot in the middle where I still have time to do stuff that I want to do, but I could still have guests on. But like I said, guys, logistically, it's hard. So my 2 guests just happen to be at the end of the month, which is fine, because it's what I do, and it's what I wanted to do. So Like I said, if you're watching this or you catch this on the replay or it hits the FYP, please hit me up if you want to be a guest on my podcast. I would love to have you on. I'd love to hear your story. I'd love to connect with you. So if you don't want to do it and you know somebody who might, that you have a friend that might be in a band or that might be an artist or a writer or a different, musician type or real artist or comic book, whatever, just let me know, guys. I'll make that dream happen for a lot of you. That girl, Jamie, what's going on? How have you been, Jamie? It's been a while. We should probably do something too, Jamie, if you want to be a guest on my podcast. I like people that are growing their channel and trying to network and believing in themselves, guys, right? At the end of the day, if you go live on TikTok, if you are trying to make this your career or you're trying to earn some extra cash for your family, it is hard work, guys. I will do whatever I can to use my platform to put you guys out into the universe. I'm not the biggest guy on TikTok. I have about 8,000 followers. I share it out with as many people as I can. I try to go live when I can. Me and Kelly used to do the podcast called The Pod Cult. We have kind of taken a little break just because he's got a bunch of stuff going on, and so do I. But we are not giving up on that, guys. That is just something that we had to just kind of put to the side for now. But we are definitely planning on doing that again. We're gonna bring it back. It's just like I said, logistically, guys, with a lot of stuff that's going on, unfortunately, with everything that I have happening, guys, it's just a lot to do, right? So I try to share it out with as many people as I can. I try to get as many likes as I possibly can on here, guys, to hit the FYP, to move forward and to be productive and to do everything that I want to do. So if you guys see this and you share it out for me, that's awesome. I would really appreciate all the help I can get. Obviously, I'm trying to grow my channel. I'm trying to share this out and be creative and be, positive and all the other stuff that goes with it, guys. So again, you guys have been on this journey with me for a while. I am super happy that you have. It means the world to me that the fans that I've had and the friends that I've made and the people that watch me really are interested in what I'm doing. It means so much to me. Things that I've gotten to do and people that I've gotten to meet, from the wrestling world to the music world to the sports world. It definitely means a lot to me, guys, that you are doing this and you're interested in what I'm doing. It just makes me feel special that I've grown such a huge family and a huge network. So with that being said, guys, I didn't want to stay on a super long time. I just wanted to make that announcement that those are going to be my guests coming up. Again, I really just appreciate all the love and support, guys. It does mean the world to me that you guys are here with me, hanging out when I get a chance to go live. Like I said, everything I do, guys, lives on YouTube. So it's One Fun Guy Podcast on YouTube, guys. If you could subscribe to my channel, that would absolutely mean the world to me. I come on here, guys. Like I said, I'm not looking for gifts. I'm not looking for money. I'm not looking for any of that stuff, guys. If you could just share me out and subscribe to my YouTube channel, that would mean the most to me. That would be more than somebody sending me, gifts, of their hard-earned money that, I don't really need that. I need the following. I need the support. I need the shares. I need the likes. I need all of that kind of stuff. So again, it's just a thing that I've cultivated. I've been able to do this now for a while. I love doing it. It's a great thing that I'm doing. I super appreciate everybody that's doing it. I don't know what this is. I don't know why. Something just popped up. So I'm going to pin it and see. I don't know what's going on. Things just happen when I do this. So I just kind of go with it. Like I said, guys, I appreciate all the love and support. I really appreciate everything that you guys have done for me. Everything that you've given back to me. It means a lot to me, guys. It really does. I appreciate everything. It is such a pleasure to put this out for you guys and to do this and to make this dream of mine a reality. I couldn't have done it without you guys. So I just want you to know that. And with that being said, guys, I am gonna, maybe hang out for a little bit more, just to see if anybody else hops on. If not, I'm just gonna get off, call it a night, get ready for my interview with Concrete Spew. It's going to be an awesome podcast. That guy is awesome. And then Sexy Lady is going to be on Saturday. So those are my podcasts that are all lined up. Thank you for hopping on. Thank you for being part of the One Fun Guy podcast. I appreciate all the love and support, and it means the world to me, guys. So I will see you all on Thursday with Concrete. Take care, guys. Love you. See you soon.